Alrighty, so after doing a little bit of the math and everything, I really wanted to kind of talk about this because I've had some comments, especially on Facebook, where people are like, Bobo, your weight loss is way too slow. And no, it's not really that slow. So when we started this around August on this cut, we've lost a little bit over about 30 pounds so far. So when doing the math, that comes out to about 0.9 pounds per week. Now, some people might be like, yeah, that's like pretty slow. Like, I wouldn't want to be there. But the thing with me is, like, I already had so much muscle, right? I have a lot of muscle on my frame. So I didn't want to lose that muscle. So I went down the route of doing it slow and steady because it's going to make me more successful. It's more, what's the words that I'm trying to find? It's more realistic, right? So the issues that you'll run into is, and I used to do this when I was even heavier, is you'll get people who just start starving themselves, right? They'll like go drastically to a crazy calorie deficit and up their activity really crazy because they want to lose weight quick, but then it doesn't last that long, right? It maybe lasts a week, 2 weeks at most, and then they just go and binge eat like crazy, and then they just ruin their whole progress, and it ends up being an endless cycle. So by doing it the way that I've done it, it's sustainable. So it's like, could I've gone a little bit faster and made that 2 pounds a week? Yeah, probably, but then I risk more muscle loss. I risk running into falling into those binge eating cycles, right? Where it's like I would just like crash out and just eat tons of freaking food. So the way I did it is, I feel like it's pretty good, right? So it's like technically the way I'm going is I should be technically done with my cut and by 10% by August. So it'd be almost a whole year of just dieting down. Now I can speed that up if I'm in the right mindset, my recovery is good, everything's going good. I take some rest days, then I probably could speed that up, right? And probably be that 10% body fat in probably 12 to 16 weeks instead of almost all the way to August, right? So when we look at that, I could even, because I need to lose about another 19 pounds to hit that 10%. So from my calculations and all that stuff. So it should take me another 14 to 16 weeks if I'm consistent at like 1900 calories to 2000 calories and keep lifting the way I am, keep doing the cardio I'm doing, and keep doing the 10,000 steps a day, right? Now, another option would be retract my calories back to about 16 to 1700 and then retract some of my walking and my cardio. I can also do that, right? Because what I've been noticing with right now upping my activity level so much, I'm way more hungry now. Like my hunger is like through the roof. But you just have to, it sucks, but you just have to like really just stick through it, right? And so by doing this, it's like, I don't know. I think doing it this way was probably the best way of doing it to keep as much muscle on me as possible. And then maybe changing it up now where we go a little bit faster so that maybe we can get it done a little bit quicker and lose this last 19 pounds in just like 8 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks instead of like another 12 to 18 weeks. But that's where like I timed my refeed days right. Like I timed everything right. And so 0.9 pounds a week is still a massive win, right? Now a lot of people will look at that and be like, dude, like you're failing your cut. And it's like, no, I'm not. We lost over 30 pounds. We're still going strong and steady. We just took it very easy, or not easy, we just took it very slow, pretty much. So like I said, I tell people all the time, you can make weight loss go by quickly, you can make it go by slower. And I still don't know. It's hard for me to say if I think that the way I did it was the right way. Because we've been consistently in the gym for 2 years now. So we put on a lot of muscle first, then we started cutting the fat down. I don't know if that's the way. I don't know. I kind of like to doing it that way, but I also don't know how it is to do it the other way, where you just cut out all your fat and then you put on muscle. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to say. It's more just like, what do you want? Do you want sustainable, long-term success, or do you want to try to get that short gratification, quick, and hopefully you don't go crazy on binge eating later on and just like totally just lose all your progress, right? It's one of those ones. Like you either you gotta pick your poison in a way, where it's like either take the really long route of things and let it take time, or try to go fast and quick, but also risk falling into those repeat behaviors where it's like you'll do good for a week, then all of a sudden 3 days you're totally just eating everything. And then you go back on it really strict for a week, and then you go back again to eating a lot of food for 2 or 3 days. Because I did not, and this is the thing too, is like I did not restrict any food from me. Like meaning like any food types, right? You'll get people that are like, cut out your carbs, cut out fast food, cut out all these things, cut out ice cream. I didn't cut out any of that. I still had this last 30 pounds I've lost. I still would have ice cream. I would still get Dairy Queen every once in a while. Like when I was craving stuff, I would still get it, right? I was like, oh man, I have a craving for Dairy Queen. I'm gonna get Dairy Queen. I just made sure to keep it in my calorie range, or that day I saved it for like a refeed day. And so that's what I'm telling people. It's like, you don't have to cut out your fast food. You don't have to cut out pizza. You don't have to cut out all these things, right? If you save those things for refeed days, and you pretty much focus on your protein throughout the day and all that stuff, you can still have that stuff and still and still lose weight. Like that's what I have done. So I took the 80 to 20% rule. So I made it where at 80% pretty much clean, so skinless chicken breast, vegetables like potatoes, rice sometimes, fruit. Like I'm really big on my fruit bowls right now. So I love taking like mixed berries, strawberries, blueberries, and then putting PB Fit on it, and then some honey. Oh my gosh, I love that. So I'm really big on that stuff right now. And my blood pressure is perfect now. All my blood is like really good. All that stuff's really good. So all that stuff is like coming out really well. So I'm proving that it's not necessarily fast food that is bad for your health and all this stuff. It's when you overconsume that stuff, right? So if you have it 20% and then 80% is relatively healthy whole foods, you're gonna have really good health markers. You're gonna be healthier. Like I'm off blood pressure medicine. Blood pressure is good now. So what causes those diseases is just being obese and pretty much just over consuming the bad stuff, right? So what I'm predicting, if I can stay at 1900 calories consistently for the next 14 to 16 weeks, which would put us at, where would that put us in July? 14 to 16 weeks? 14 to 16 weeks, if I stay consistent at 1900 to 2000 calories, that will get us to that 10%. With me keeping my walking high and my cardio and all that stuff. So now I just got to think of, do I want to keep that stuff up high and really fight that hunger? Or do I want to bring that kind of stuff down a little bit and then bring the calories down a little bit? So it's just a big balancing act. And so I'm just going to really work on this the next couple weeks on figuring out. So some days I'm going to have lower calories and less movement and see how I feel. And then some days I'm going to have more movement but a little bit higher calories and just see. I want to see the difference, right? I want to see how my hunger levels are. I want to see how my body feels. I want to see how stuff is running. But anyways, today's leg day. Forgot to even mention leg day. So I'm going to go in there and hit legs. It's about 10 in the morning. Only had about 200 and something calories, had about 60 grams of carbs. So gonna do legs, so leg extensions, leg curls. I probably should start doing some squatting. So we might go do some squats. So I really need to get back into squatting to help this right leg. So maybe we'll go do some squats as well. But I'm not gonna go heavy on squats at all. And then pretty much take a break, get some rest, maybe try to take a nap, and then I'll come back and either just do a bunch of cardio on the bike, or I'll do walking on the treadmill. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to give my ankle a break, and my feet are starting to get like blisters and stuff on them from walking so much. So I might have to give walking a break and just do all my cardio on the seated bike and just do it for like an hour. So we'll just kind of see how it goes. But and then today we get to go see, so I'm getting a pug puppy and I'm gonna name her Evie. And today we get to go see the puppies. So that's really awesome. I think I have a photo of them. Where's my photo? And then I'm going to get her trained to be a service animal for my PTSD. And so pretty much what a service animal does for PTSD, some people get it mixed up with people be like, that's emotional support animal. No. So pretty much how you can train a dog to help with PTSD is they'll guide you when they feel you that you're having anxiety, or if they feel like a PTSD episode's coming on, they'll guide you somewhere to make you feel better and safer. Like say if like it's like really crowded, or they feel like you're about to go through a trigger, they can sense it, and so they can sense the triggers before you go through them, and then so they'll take you somewhere or lead you somewhere, or they'll make you pet them. So those are some of the things that a service animal provides for PTSD. And people get it confused sometimes and they'll go, oh, that's emotional support. And it's not, because it's actually performing tasks for PTSD. So it's a really hard thing to do, but I'm going to try to get her trained for it. They say pugs are actually pretty good for that. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I'll keep you guys updated when she comes, and I'll show you guys. She'll probably be on this channel a lot, because she'll be, once she's fully trained service animal, she'll be going with me everywhere. So she'll be even going with me to the gym. So it'll be kind of cool. But anyways, let's get in there and get started, because we got to warm up on glutes first. So we warm up on glutes and all that stuff and do like the booty builder before we hit legs. And this pre-workout is already starting to hit me because I haven't had much food. So let's get in there and get started. Oh my gosh. Okay, so took me about an hour on this leg day. So I did 2 hard sets of deadlifts, 2 hard sets of squats to failure. All of them were to failure. 2 hard sets and heavy of leg extensions to failure. 2 hard sets of leg curls to failure to finish it off. So I went heavy, and my legs are really cooked right now. So I probably won't do cardio bike today. I'll probably still get my 10K steps in, but I probably won't do cardio just because I need to give these legs proper rest. Let's see how it's looking. You can tell they're even like more pumped than normal. So it is like, oh yeah, even just sitting here flexing them, they're done for. So pretty good lift. So I have to record 1 set for like my TikToks in short form. So that's why you guys only see like 1 set of each, but I did 2. So pretty good freaking lift. So I'm gonna be doing this, probably my leg days, probably gonna switch to this kind of workouts so that I can try to help this right leg, and I'm gonna have to wait to catch the right leg up in a bulk. But hopefully this way, it'll prevent more weight loss or more muscle loss in this right leg, and it'll also help me get stronger in this right leg. So the right leg's pretty weak. While I was doing deadlifts and squats, this leg kept wanting to give out on me. This leg was fine, so I had to make sure I still really drive through with this leg. That's why my squats and my deadlift might look a little weird and off, is because of the nerve damage. But other than that, good lift. So there we go, pretty good. But not much else to really talk about. I'm gonna hit recovery, still get my 10K steps in throughout the day, and then I'll probably hit hot tub later on to help my legs more recover. Sauna, pretty much it. Eat my protein, bring bring my calories between 18 and 1900 or 18 to 2000. Stay like that for the next 12 to 16 weeks, and hopefully we'll hit the 10%. So I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video, which is chest day.